Hi guys, welcome back to my XPS guide. Now I'm gonna review Aldore King Rain, one of the most hyped character on this game. So let's compare him to Godria and Esther because both of them are true double hand users. And Esther actually was made on the global to compete with him when he was released on Japan. Okay, so if you take a look on her stats, yes, Esther stats was good before, but now Aldore King Rain defeats him. Okay, in terms of defense, much better. Spirit is about the same, but for attack boost, Esther is still the best. But for true double hand stats, Aldore King Rain gets 200% true double hand, which is wow, pretty amazing. But still lose compared to Godria by 25%. Not important because Godria in the end gonna still equip that 2 Photon Core to reach 300%. So that 25% extra true double hand is kind of wasted on Godria in my opinion. And Aldore King Rain's stats passive are kind of bland, but it is bland good, not bland bad. He has Fire, Earth, Lightning resist plus 50%. Whoa, that's very good. Okay, that's total 150% elemental resist. Very nice. And he has Blind, Sleep, Paralyze, Confuse, and Petrify, which is a good thing, but he doesn't have Stop and Charm Resist, something like that. And the most important thing is he has Fatal Damage Protection when he's held above 1%, and yes, the chance is 100%. Very nice. Okay, and he has triple cast start of the battle, but yeah, it is pretty good, but I think the damage modifier boost is kind of wasted because it only lasts for one turn, and to get it, you need to die and resurrect it. So this modifier is kind of bad, okay? But that's all about his stats. Now let's talk about his abilities. So he is a Stardust Regener, and that's probably special because in the future, many characters will learn this move. And he also has few good support abilities for your party. The first is 80% all stats buff. Maybe it is small, but if you just start playing this game, then yeah, it is very nice because he is very slot efficient character for new players. Other than that all stats buff, he also able to break all stats by 50%. 50% are not usable in quad on newer trials, but against, like I said, for new players against early boss battle, this will be really helpful for you. He also able to imbue himself with Fire, Earth, and Thunder elements, so 3 elements for one character. Pretty flexible, but probably the best buff he has is 3000 health barrier. 3000 health are quite a lot, especially if you face strong threshold attack. You can simply use this because it is spammable every time you want it. Okay, this definitely gonna help your party to survive. He also able to recover your party, but I don't think it will be useful because it is only usable every 3 turns. But the best part of these support abilities are they are castable. They can be cast with any of your offensive abilities. So for Aldore King Rain, you don't need to waste one turn in order to cast support abilities. So that's pretty good, but of course you cannot combine it with Limit Burst. Okay, now for abilities rotation. So on the first turn, you want to use Complete Awakening because it will increase your attack stats. And next, Soul Blood. Soul Blood is a must ability to cast before you use his LB, because it will grant 220% damage boost, which is pretty good. And also add Elemental Saber because you will imperil the enemy, so you will get extra damage. On the next turn, you will able to use your LB because that Soul Blood also refill your LB gauge to full. But here, I'm not sure about this, okay? Based on the wiki, the Limit Burst imperil 120% fire resist. That's pretty good, but from the order the effects are written, it seems that 120% imperil won't take effect when you cast this LB. But maybe I'm wrong, okay, I'm not sure about this. So on the screen you can see the damage. If the Imperil doesn't take effect when you cast this LB, then the LB only deal 252 times damage, which is still not bad damage. It is still pretty high. And remember, this is based on 300% LB damage boost, 80% from his passive and 220% from Soul Blood. So really, in terms of damage burst, I think in terms of damage modifier, Aldore King Rain is the best at this point, okay? But if you take a look on his chaining capability, the damage is kind of mediocre, okay? His highest chain, you can get that from Extra, Royal, and King Saber. You cannot use those on every turn because those three are cooldown abilities. Only deals 49 times damage, which is not that great, okay? So yeah, it's better to use his LB every time it is available, even when you don't have access to Soul Blood, okay? Because his LB, even without Soul Blood, still deal solid damage, 63 times damage, okay? And that's assuming you only have 80% extra LB damage. If you have Stormkickers or other LB boosting, it will deal more damage, okay? That's what's interesting about Aldore King Rain, okay? You can increase his damage output from your equipment. So enough about abilities. Now let's talk about equipment. So for equipment, you want to equip two-handed greatsword on him like Hyo. And maybe the best greatsword for him is Behemoth Tear, because Behemoth Tear also increase your LB damage, but that's limited, so you probably don't have access to Behemoth Tear. For head, you need to equip Edwin's Coronet. This is also limited head, but it is pretty decent, okay? 20% LB damage. And for body, it's obvious. Equip his Trustmaster reward, King Rain's Armor. It will give you 30% LB damage, okay? For accessories, I think the best is Stormkickers, because Stormkickers will give you 45 attack and, if I'm not mistaken, 15% LB damage. So if you equip two Stormkickers, your Aldore King Rain gonna deal lots of damage. For abilities, focus on increasing his true double hand. So that's why, so because you equip Stormkickers on your accessory slot, you need to get true double hand from other sources. So one of the best is Buster Style, because with Buster Style, you finally reach 300% true double hand boost. Okay, the rest simply focus on LB damage and attack stats. And like you can see, it is maybe a little bit hard to max his attack stats to reach 400% boost. So make sure you obtain rare ability on his greatsword to help you increase the attack stats. Okay, so enough about equipment. My conclusion for Aldore King Rain. Aldore King Rain is probably the best, or maybe second best after Kartin. Not sure about Furcula, but I think he is the best right now. Because first, he is simple to use, okay? You don't need to worry about, oh, what damage modifier I need to maintain or whatever. Simply Soul Blood, and on the next turn, use the LB. And that's it. Pretty easy and simple characters. He also able to buff your party with 3000 health barrier. Very, very versatile character. And maybe the best thing is he is flexible in terms of element. 3 elements, so he will be usable for long terms. Okay, and he also able to chain with Hyo, a character that many players already have. So yes, perfectly good character. I think you can save about, I have said this, 3 to 4 months if you have Aldore King Rain, because his DPS may be outperformed by 30 or 40%. Okay, really, really good characters. And compared to Godria, based on Furcula FFBE damage, she is also very, very good, but she is really not that friendly. Okay, if she dies on the battle, then you need to wait for about 5 turns. Okay, 5 turns to get her damage back to the top tier. But for Aldore King Rain, if he dies, it's okay. Okay, it's better to, yeah, if he dies, you can basically simply get in shape by using complete awakening soul blood, and he becomes as good as before he dies. Really, Aldore King Rain is really good. But again, I think Esther on next Easter 2020, she will get awakening, and I believe she will surpass Aldore King Rain. I think she will get like Lucius treatment on that month. Okay, so I really cannot wait to see Esther on Easter 2020. But for now, really guys, pulling Aldore King Rain won't be a bad investment for you, because he is really good DPS characters. And if you take a look on Furkula FFBE damage Excel, yeah, maybe you need to wait until Madame Edel come to the global for him to be totally outclassed. Okay, so he will be very solid DPS for a long time. Like I have said on Should You Pull video, treat him like as like Esther, Zeno when they comes out on the beginning. Okay, they last really long. Okay, and for Trash Mastery Reward, it is good, but I don't think you need 2 of this, because he is the best LB finisher at this point of the game. So if you get 1 Aldore King Rain, you may use your UOC to get his Prism. Okay, you don't need to worry that much about this Trash Mastery Reward. For STMR, this is very good. Not very good, actually good. Great Sword for him. Okay, give you 50% through double hand, but I think it's nothing special. Okay, basically the effects can be obtained from other like Rush Glove, Martial Glove, so nothing special. I think yes, Bahamutier is the best weapon for him. So yep, I think that's all you need to know about Aldore King Rain. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Prep XVS guide. Bye bye guys!